Hi there, I'm Drake and welcome to another day on Dartmoor. And I'm speaking to you today from our tent down in the woods. And I've just come in here, it's actually pouring down with rain outside, it's windy, it's blustery. And I thought I'll make a fire, I've got the burner going, it's nice and snug and warm in here. And I was down in the wood pile and I was chopping up some wood so that I could have the fire. And what I came across, the first thing I came across actually in the wood pile was this. So there you have it, a piece of gnawed plastic. And once I got into the wood pile, what I found was this. And I put it all in this little glass tray here. But look at that, all little bits of plastic mixed up with actually quite nice stuff, like lots of bits of grass and wood shavings and things like that. And it was bedding. It's bedding for mice, it's bedding for voles. And I was, to be honest, I was a bit mortified finding that, because when I go to the wood pile, I want to find like lovely stuff. I want to find wood, and at the very least I want to find woodlouse or insects or mice running around, and yes, little mouse nests, but not full of plastic. And it's one of those things, like plastic is unavoidable in the world that we live in these days. It's all over the place. Look, I'm even wearing it on my clothes. And but there are things that we can do to mitigate it. And so what I'm asking you to consider as a grower, as just somebody who lives in this world, is like, question where you get your plastic from, cut down on the amount of plastic you've got, and if you've got some around, you reuse it and reuse it and reuse it and reuse it and dispose of it responsibly. And it's inevitable that we find plastic blowing around all over the place, and we find it up on the moors. It's just what happens. Here's a piece of old bucket, in fact, that we inherited, and it must be 10-20 years old, this piece of plastic that's been kicking around and thrown to one side. Here's a piece of electric fencing, and it's metal, but it's wrapped in plastic, so it's all over the place. And this is stuff that, yes, we see these bits here, but it's the microplastics which I really worry about, because this stuff breaks down, albeit very slowly, and it ends up everywhere and is everywhere these days. And it's not good for us. It's not good for our health. It's not good for the health of this planet. So I just ask you, as a grower, as somebody who loves gardening, as somebody who loves food, as somebody who just, loves life, let's encourage life to be abundant. Let's encourage life to be wild and free of all these toxins, which we inevitably are dumping all over the planet. And consider the actions that you take. Consider when you buy something, how long is it going to last for? I think more and more about this kind of stuff. I buy fleeces because they're nice, they're warm, they work in the environment that I work and live in. But what I can do is just wash them less. And it's not like I'm totally going feral, which is fine anyway, do it. But it is about simply like, do I have to wash this every 3 days? No, I certainly don't. When these are washed, they produce a lot of microplastics and plastic fibers. So even that can make a difference. And also just reusing things, as I said before, just reuse. But also think where you put your waste. Don't just leave it to blow around. If you see something on the ground, pick it up. You can even pretend you're on a treasure hunt. And it may not be the same as like, oh, what treasures have I got here? I've got a treasure. There's a piece of honeycomb. Here's a bit of mushroom. And hey, even more exciting, here's a fox's tooth. Now, that may be a treasure. They all may be treasures. How about pretending that that's a treasure? An old fire lighter or a lid off an old can. Just pretend they're treasures. Have fun with it. Pick them up, collect them like you're on a treasure hunt, and take them home, and let's dispose of them responsibly and not leave them lying around on the ground for animals to eat. You can even see where that's been nibbled already, that lighter. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to say today, and this isn't just for you to do, this is for me to do as well, as I said. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say to you today. And apart from that, thank you for your listening, Have a really, really great day. And if you're out in the weather like this, or you're hiding out and keeping warm, enjoy your day, and thank you for your listening. Bye bye.